Hello YouTube. I want to make a video here on Roger Stone being poisoned today. I was listening to Alex Jones and Roger came on and talked about it. Uh, Obviously it was no accident. Someone definitely tried to kill him, and it's hard to know who. He's a well-known figure out there. He's been in the political world for a long time. Been a operative, a lobbyist, and involved in 9 presidential campaigns, I believe. And for someone to try to poison him, they must have took him pretty seriously. And I didn't quite finish hearing him speak about it. I think from what I gathered, he felt like it might have been because of the Senate hearing that was coming up, the investigation into him being a Russian agent. And I guess everyone's a Russian agent. I'm expecting any day to get the notice that I'm being accused of being a Russian agent. I think that's the narrative of the Western world. It's not just here in the U.S. I listened, Stephen Molyneux, there was a lady on tonight, I forget her name, it's some foreign name, hard to pronounce, but I believe she's from Denmark, and she says that she's being accused of being a Russian agent. She's an independent journalist, writes for several different magazines and different columns, and the way I understood her, she had some kind of a request to write for an article for a Russian magazine or something. Didn't even accept it, but immediately she started being, very soon one of her friends came to her and was like, did you know you were on the list of suspected Russian sympathizers? You know, unbelievable. It's definitely a narrative of the West right now, and I believe the globalists, George Soros, the big banks, they're pretty upset at Russia right now. Back 15 years ago, when Russia was a totalitarian government, communist, they were very sympathetic toward Russia. It was constantly the Republicans and the right that were anti-communist, anti-Russian, and the progressive liberal left was making excuses, constantly trying to buddy up to the Russians, and it was a problem. But now we see it's flipped, and it's because Russia has. I'm not sure that Putin's this great guy that's trying to always do the right thing, but he saw that narrative didn't work. It was harming his country, and now the people have more freedom, more capitalism, and more the ability to progress and start their own businesses, make money, more Christian, and just more traditional. And that, and anti-New World Order, anti-globalism, and that really angers the left, especially George Soros. And also that George Soros is banned from Russia. He can't go there. So he's probably trying to get revenge, and he's created this worldwide Western narrative that Russia is the devil. And of course, anything that's popular on the media, the left buys into. They don't think about it. They're not worried about truth. They have never let a small detail like truth get in the way of their argument, like Chris Rock says. They don't go by truth. They go by what the mainstream says. They want to be popular, and they're activists, and they care little for positive results. But anyway, I think it's bad when we're getting to the point that they're trying to kill Trump supporters. Unbelievable. The left has totally lost their minds. Obama's whole goal, I believe that he's seriously thinking about starting a war with Russia. Whether he does, I'm not sure, but that's, I think, what he's wanting to do right now. Moving all those tanks up on the border and continually irritating and accusing Russia of everything that comes up. I forget, there was I believe she's a Maryland congresswoman, Maxine Waters, I believe's her name, was on today talking about how if they find out that the Russians coined the term Crooked Hillary, or Hillary for prison, or that they were the ones that came up with the idea of saying Hillary is sick, that's grounds to impeach Trump. The most insane, basically, if they found out right now that Trump had ever talked to a Russian in his entire life, they would say it was grounds for impeachments. It's the most insane, unbelievable, ignorant, low-life, dirtbag thing they could possibly do. I cannot believe that anyone is that ignorant. And literally, Americans should turn off their TVs and refuse to talk about it. That's what the left has always done to the right. That's what they've always done, is ignored us. That's what we should start doing to them. Ignore them, because they are low, absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, it seems like Roger Stone has recovered. I know he was supposed to be at the deplorable ball in D.C., and I saw Cernovich tonight, said he didn't know if he was going to be there. I would have liked to gone, but we're not going to get there early enough, so I guess I'll only get to be there for a few hours on Friday for the inauguration and get out of there. Hopefully there won't be any terrorist attacks. But another shout out to James O'Keefe of Project Veritas. He's doing such a good job. If it wasn't for him, I'd hate to have his job. He's so hated by the media. He's constantly overlooked, not given the credit he deserves, and he works so hard. Uses the left's tactics to infiltrate them and gather intelligence on them, and they're blatantly on video talking about chaining up metro subway trains and blocking bridges, and just totally insanity, setting off stink bombs. I mean, these people are insane. And I believe that the whole 15 months of campaigning up to the election didn't seem as long to me as from the election to the inauguration. It's like every day is a year. Just waiting, if Trump can just get inaugurated, it'll relieve us so much. We'll have so much peace. Even though the fight's not over by a long shot, at least he's in power. Right now, he has no power. We're just sitting there watching Obama just scalp the earth, just burn it. Torched earth tactics. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we see hope on the horizon. We know that Hyundai I saw today was saying they're going to bring massive amounts of jobs. Amazon's bringing jobs back. Apple, Ford, GM, the list goes on and on. We're going to have a major turnaround in the economy. It's going to be good for America. And a great time to be alive. Unbelievable. We're seeing history made. I believe 100% that the world will look back and remember the three great presidents, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Donald Trump. They will be known as the three greatest presidents the United States has seen. So I'm getting tired. It's getting late, so I'm going to sign out, and peace out. See you soon.